Best food sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D is a nutrient our bodies simply cannot live without. In addition to playing a crucial role in bone health, it is also vital for regulating the immune system, balancing hormones, and reducing the risk of diseases like type 2 diabetes and various cancers. Yet, alarming amounts of people aren't getting enough vitamin D. In the United States alone, over of the population is deficient. So how can you up your intake? Well, sun exposure is the best method, but it also helps to consume a variety of vitamin D-rich foods, including these 10. Think you might have a vitamin D? Sardines. Tuna isn't the only type of canned fish that can boost your vitamin D intake. Sardines are another great option, as just 2 of them contain of the nutrient, approximately 8% of your required daily intake. In addition to vitamin D, they're also an excellent source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and calcium. Everyday Health suggests eating them on top of salads as well as in pasta sauces and stews. Efficiency: increase your intake with 4.5 plus rating on Amazon with over 10,000 consumer reviews. As an Amazon associate, this site may earn from qualifying purchases. Want diet and nutrition content delivered straight to your inbox? Sign up for our 1. Salmon. A popular fatty fish, salmon is among the best natural sources of vitamin D. Although it helps to note that the wild-caught variety is especially rich, with one study finding that a 3.5-ounce serving contains 988 U of the nutrient, a whopping 247% of your daily value. The same study discovered that farmed salmon, on the other hand, contained only 25% of that amount, says, which equates to about 250 U of vitamin D. 63% of your daily intake requirements. 2. Tuna. Tuna is another vitamin D-rich food source. Although fresh is best, it can also be quite pricey. As an affordable alternative, try consuming the canned variety, which says contains 154 U of vitamin D per 3-ounce serving. If you tend to avoid eating tuna because of its mercury content, Healthline suggests choosing light tuna, as it contains less than white tuna, and limiting your consumption to a maximum of 6 ounces per week. Sardines. Tuna isn't the only type of canned fish that can boost your vitamin D intake. Sardines are another great option, as just 2 of them contain of the nutrient, approximately 8% of your required daily intake. In addition to vitamin D, they're also an excellent source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and calcium. Everyday Health suggests eating them on top of salads as well as in pasta sauces and stews. Cod liver oil. If you're not a big fan of eating fish, perhaps try taking cod liver oil instead. Just 1 tablespoon of the supplement of vitamin D, which is over 200% of your daily value. Cod liver oil is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin A, but if taking it by the spoonful doesn't sound appealing to you, rest assured that it can also be consumed in capsule format. Eggs. Although fish are among the best natural sources of vitamin D, they aren't the only ones. Eggs are as well, but since the vitamin D is contained within the yolk, says, it's important to use the whole egg, not just the whites. Although each egg yolk offers a healthy 40 U of vitamin D, the source suggests limiting your intake as 1 egg contains about 200 milligrams of cholesterol, and the American Heart Association recommends consuming no more than 300 milligrams a day for heart health. Mushrooms. Interestingly, like humans, mushrooms have the capacity to produce vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet light, says Health.com. While most varieties are commercially grown, in the dark, and therefore don't contain any vitamin D, certain types are exposed to sunlight. Ricotta cheese. Although other dairy products need to be fortified in order to contain vitamin D, ricotta cheese does not. A natural source of the nutrient, a 1-cup serving offers 25 U, which is 5 times as much as most other cheeses, says Everyday Health. The source suggests eating it alongside fruits like grapes or blueberries, as well as in pancakes. It is also a common ingredient in pastas like lasagna and manicotti, as well as desserts like cheesecake. Shiitake mushrooms, for example, contain 40 per 1 cup serving, making them a good option, while white mushroom, on the other hand, only offer 5 U of vitamin D. So be sure to pick your mushrooms wisely. Yogurt. Speaking of milk, some yogurt varieties also offer vitamin D, depending on the brand you buy and whether or not they're fortified. If they are fortified, Everyday Health says they can knock off between 10 and 20% of your daily requirement of vitamin D. But be sure to read the nutrition information before buying, as the source warns that many fortified varieties are flavored. Some brands pack a hefty dose of sugar. Orange juice. Like milk and yogurt, orange juice is another source that's often fortified with vitamin D, making it a good alternative for those who are lactose intolerant or vegan. A good accompaniment to breakfast foods, it can also be added to smoothies or used in cooking. It's important to note that not all varieties are fortified, however, so be sure to carefully read the product label. Cereals and instant oatmeal are other food sources that are often fortified with vitamin D, making them a great way to start your day, especially when eaten alongside a glass of fortified orange juice.